Assalamualaikum. Hey y'all, Miss Anis is here. Welcome back with eTuisyen online. So this class is English Form 3 KSSM with me, Miss Anis. So how are you doing today on what day is today? Tuesday. So I wanted to know how are you, if you can. Kalau boleh guna the live chat, probably say your name and then answer my question. How are you? Kalau tak apa. I do understand sometimes you don't know where the heck is the chat box. So then you can go down dekat bahagian YouTube ni ada live chat dekat situ. And so if this is your first class ever with PTM, sorry not PTM, we call ourselves eTuisyen now. So is this your first class with eTuisyen? Welcome. But if it's not, welcome back. And so kalau korang join me last week, I actually wanted to do something different today. So yes, kita can go through all the checklists to ensure we have a fluent and smooth class. But what I wanted to do today is also start one thing to help you with your vocab, which is word of the day. So Mr. PK, we have thousands. Hi Arisa, welcome. Oh, I see Arisa minggu lepas join, seminggu join lagi Good. So what Miss nak buat to do today is to share word of the day. Apa the words is, dia nouns ke, verb ke, adverb ke, adjective, and then macam mana nak sebut, how to pronounce it, makna dia apa, and then put some example how can you use it in a sentence. So this is what Mr. PK nak buat to help you, okay, my students, to improve, to gain more vocabulary, to gain more number of words that you know how to use. So that's what I wanted to do starting today. Now, word of the day that I want to do, what I want to share today is opinion. Okay, so opinion. Apa makna opinion ni dalam bahasa Melayu? Dia adalah sebenarnya pendapat. Pendapat. Ataupun kata nama orang selalu cakap idea ataupun fikiran kalau dalam bahasa Melayu. So this is the word that I want you to be shared today, which is opinion. Okay, kalau opinion ni, it's kalau korang ada kamus, right? If you have your dictionary with you, especially kalau English, they will have this kind of words. Kalau ni ada dalam bracket ni adalah N maksudnya noun. Kalau verb, dia akan tulis V, and then kalau adverb, they will tulis ADV. Kalau adjective, ADJ. So these are the short forms that you can see in the English dictionary. Maksud English means maksudnya from English language translate to English language. So what it would do in dictionary itu, kalau korang ada lah good, kalau tak ada, what it would do is this English dictionary ni, they will translate ataupun try to macam explain what is the meaning of this word in a simpler way. Usually, that's what the dictionary would do. Okay, now kalau korang tulis, nampak kat sini tulisan ni kan macam pelik je, Miss, ni bahasa apa ni? Okay, so this is how in dictionary how you pronounce it. Okay, so but this one is it's a opinion ni depending on where you come from, because if you go to Spain, if you go to UK, if you go to Australia, there will be some slang, right? Even if you like sometimes Miss cakap pun kadang lain sikit sebab Miss tertangkap daripada kawan. Okay, alright, so this macam mana nak sebutan ni is usually go back to yang kalau korang ambil yang British punya kamus, it will teach you how to say it in a British accent. Okay, so this is British one lah, opinion. So ini baru starting, jangan risau, you don't need to hafal, but I wanted to show you because if you have an English language, for other words, the base words will show you also tulisan macam mana nak sebut dia. So for your PT3, not only you need to know how to write your essay, not only you need to know how to read and answer questions, you also need to know how to pronounce it, how to speak the English language, okay? So that's the third skill that you need to know, okay? And then the last one is listening. So if you know how does it be pronounced, you also know how it can, like how to listen to the words. So that's why by knowing how this word is being pronounced, easy for you to spell it. Okay, so opinion. Now, opinion ni pendapat ataupun nama, how do you explain it in English? It's basically your ideas ataupun beliefs about something. Okay, something ke particular subject ke. So your idea macam apa your idea, and then belief ni apa, belief apa yang you yakin, apa yang you pegang about certain subject ke. So it's, for example, your opinion about religion, your opinion about delicious food, delicious drink. You don't say delicious drink, usually you say tasty drink. Okay, drinks ataupun nice music. So this is opinion. Now another way to explain opinion juga, makna kedua dia is judgment or advice about something. Now about something from a professional person. So yani, when you ask an opinion from someone, usually that someone is a professional ataupun expert on the area yang diorang tahu. So usually I will ask an opinion from the doctor to know whether I'm healthy or not. So nak tahu sihat ke tidak, kita akan tanya opinion. Ataupun kalau doctor usually kita diagnose, but that's like a more higher level way to say it. But a simpler way, you can say I'm asking an opinion from a doctor whether do I have cancer or not. So that's one of the ways that you can use this word, opinion. Now, sekarang berapa ada masa lagi? Okay, cukup. Okay, so 5:17 dah, wah cepat ya. Because I was thinking to share this within 5 minutes je. Sorry, just update sikit lagi, nanti kita akan go through what we want to cover today, which is grammar future tense. Okay, so I feel like this can help you to build more on your sentences. Hopefully this is helpful. Kalau tak faham, tanya ya. Alright, so let me give you one example macam mana nak pakai opinion word ni. Now, usually in my opinion, I think eTuisyen is a good online platform. So that's one for you. Now another one you can do as well. For example, the two women had different opinions about drugs. So ayat ni, the two women had different opinions about drugs. Maksudnya these two women pandangan, pendapat or what do you think, fikiran diorang tentang dadah berlainan. Okay, so this is one of the ways that you can use opinion in a sentence. Okay, alright, so that is the word of the day. So what do you think? Okay ke kalau Miss type buat macam ni? Is it helpful for you guys to learn a new word, at least satu word for a day? Kalau if you think this is helpful for you, kalau boleh bagi tahu dekat dalam online chat lah if this is helpful, because I would like to continue with this every week. And then instead of word of the day, I should share word of the week, because I have one class with you per week actually. Yeah, I'm going to change it to word of the week then. Okay, so if this is helpful, do let me know, okay? And then, so what we're going to cover today is a continuation to learn about tenses, which is future tense. 2 weeks ago, kita belajar pasal past tense. Last week, kita belajar pasal present tense. And this week, kita akan belajar pula pasal future tense. Now, bila past, apa yang telah terjadi? Lepas tu future present tense, apa yang tengah terjadi? Future tense, apa yang akan terjadi. So anything that is, mana aku lupa madam? Ini dia. Alright, so future tense ni you answer questions ataupun you tengah nak explain something that is scheduled tomorrow ataupun yang tak jadi lagi, that will happen. So this is how you use future tense. And then kalau ingat dalam past tense dengan present tense ada 3 situation. Kecuali present tense ada 4. Okay, sebab ada future ada perfect continuous tense kan, present perfect continuous tense. Tapi untuk past tense dengan future tense korang cuma belajar 3 sahaja. So for future tense pun ada 3 juga. So similar to past tense and also present tense. The first one untuk future tense is simple future tense. Okay, so this is the first one. Now, simple future tense ni, lupa nak bagi tahu. Astagfirullahalazim, sorry, kejap, terjatuh buku. Okay, so kalau korang tengok dekat dalam description, Miss ada bagi sikit nota for you to use. Alright, so if you tak tahu kat mana, pergi dekat bawah ni, YouTube ni, dekat bahagian description tu, there is a link for you to go and download the document. Kalau tak ada, tak apa, let me know and then I'll share you in dekat dalam web eTuisyen.my. So simple future tense ni bila sesuatu action ataupun verb akan terjadi in the future lah, so ataupun memang dah schedule ataupun promise, dah janji lah nak buat esok ataupun later. So benda tu tak terjadi lagi tapi dah confirm akan terjadi kemudian. Okay, so usually ni macam nak pergi date dengan orang ke, dah janji pukul 3 petang ke, sekarang pukul dah janji pukul 8 sekejap lagi nak jumpa ke. Okay, dah janji tu, like you have promised to meet tu, okay, yang tu itu where you use simple future tense. Okay, so any action that is promise ataupun will occur in the future. So, yang ni macam past tense, macam present tense, ada juga dia punya formula. Okay, so how you use it. Okay, untuk simple future ni dia lain sikit dengan present tense dengan past tense because you just need to put your subject and then you just tukar the verb. Here, you need to tambah satu huruf. Satu huruf pula. You need to tambah satu perkataan. You need to add one word, which is either this one, shall, ataupun will. Okay, so these two words. You nampak, I shall, he shall, we shall, ataupun I will, he will, she will, the mother will. Okay, so nampak dua perkataan ni, it will tell you that it's gonna use simple future tense. Okay, now, so macam saya kata tadi, you dah tambah ni, so what will happen to your word? Word pula, verb. So your verb would be the root verb ataupun the base form. Jangan nak tukar. So that's why, so yang ni kita balik sikit dengan past tense dengan future tense sebab past tense dan future tense you don't need to add any words but you need to tukar sikit your verb. Here, you tambah satu perkataan which is shall ataupun will but you don't change the verb. Take the base form of it. Okay, so the I would say the root word. The root word. Contoh. Okay, so here in the handout that I share with you guys tu kan, tukar colour lah. Ni hitam saya. Alright. So for example, what is the sentences that is considered as a simple future tense? Okay. So number one is we shall move to another city. So, tengok dekat sini. Contoh ayat ni. Nampak Kalau tak nampak bagi tahu Pokok Miss terkeluar daripada frame pula. Sebab dia memang nak cakap apa, Miss badan besar. Sorry. Alright, so here, this first example. Okay, we shall move to another city. Okay, tengok dekat formula ni. Shall atau will and then the root word. Lupa nak cerita kat sini juga. And then tambahlah apa-apa. Dan sebelumnya adalah subject. Okay, subject. Kalau macam nak compare lah dengan formula yang korang dapat dalam handout tu. Kalau tak tahu, if you just join, it's there in the description ya, for you to download. Okay, tengok dekat sini. So your subject is we here. This is subject. Okay, ada perkataan shall. Okay, shall ataupun will. Now, untuk future tense ya, shall dengan will doesn't matter sama ada what they call singular ataupun plural. Okay, you don't need to, it doesn't matter here because it's gonna happen later, later ataupun akan terjadi. So here the formula that involves singular dengan plural doesn't matter. Okay, so itu menyenangkan sikit lah hidup korang, tak payah nak fikir alamak miss kena fikir pula will lepas tu tukar ke dia punya singular plural, tak payah. Okay, so here, so your subject here is we, and then you use shall, alright. So tengok dekat verb dia. So verb dia dalam bentuk root word. Tak payah nak tukar. Sebab if this is kalau dalam past participle dia akan jadi tambah d, right? Tapi no, it's in the root form. Okay, so we shall move to another city. Maksudnya kita akan pindah ke bandar lain. Okay, alright. So let me give you one more example, and then we're gonna touch on the second future tense, which is future continuous tense. Okay, so for this one, let me give you another one, another example. Okay, so ini tak adalah contoh saja, Miss nak tukar tambah ayat baru. Okay, so here your subject, okay, this is your subject. He will write a letter to you. Lelaki itu akan tulis kalau surat apa penjuru bilangan dalam bahasa Melayu. Ya Allah, malunya aku tak ingat. Oh sorry, sepucuk surat rasanya. Kena tanya Mr. Rosie ni. Okay, so he will write a letter to you. Dia akan tulis sepucuk surat kepada awak. Dia akan tulis, okay? Dia so tak terjadi lagi, tapi dia bagi tahu dia akan tulis. Alright? So here, tengok dekat sini dia guna perkataan will, and then your verb here, nampak tak? Ni verb ni dalam bentuk root. Tak payah nak tukar. So you take the base form of the verb. So that's why it's simple future tense. Okay, now kalau korang tengok dekat dalam nota tu, sorry macam lari sikit, tiba-tiba ada tulis example and then ada 2 ayat. Okay, simple future tense ni selain daripada bentuk shall, will, lepas tu tambah root word. Kalau korang belajar minggu lepas, kalau korang, if you join my class last week, right, present continuous tense can also use untuk describe something that is gonna happen. So ada 2 cara lah sebenarnya that you can describe something, ada some action ke atau activity that you wanted to do in the future. So either you use shall, will and then the root word, ataupun you guna verb to be, am, is, are, lepas tu tukar verb jadi ing. What I mean by that, okay, so kita tengok dalam nota ni, contoh dia yang ni. We are moving to Texas next week. Okay, tengok dekat ayat ni, alright? So we are moving to Texas next week. So if you join me last week, kalau you join class Miss last week kan, bila kita belajar pasal present continuous tense, these are the formula. Ni kan bentuk dia kan. Tapi kenapa tiba-tiba dalam simple future pun ada kena-mengena? Because they serve the same purpose. Korang boleh guna juga. So either you use shall, will and then root word, ataupun korang guna present continuous tense untuk describe something that is gonna happen later. Okay? Alright, so here kalau korang ingat minggu lepas guna verb to be. So this is the verb to be. Allah, verb to be, and then here is your verb tapi tambah ing. So ada 2 cara. Okay, so that's for simple future. Now future continuous tense, mana warna biru saya? This is the second one. Okay. Continuous. Now, future continuous. Tunggu apa? Okay, cukup set. Alright. So, future continuous tense. Yang ni, bila you ada certain action ataupun janji nak buat sesuatu dengan kawan, but at a specific time. Memang spesifik. You tahu pukul berapa, minit berapa, memang accurate. Benda tu kena jadi pukul 3 petang esok. Macam tu lah. Alright? So this, and then masa you fikir tu kan memang apa, at that certain timing. Okay, belum terjadi, tapi you nak benda tu terjadi at a very particular specific moment. So that's what future continuous tense would describe. Okay, so any action to happen at a specific time. Okay, now macam simple future, dia pun ada formula. Okay, so instead of pada matematik je korang belajar formula, dekat dalam bahasa Inggeris dengan Miss pun korang kena belajar formula ya. Maafkan saya tapi you cannot run away from it. Okay, alright, so for future continuous tense, apa formula dia? Formula dia, you ada subject. Tak kisahlah, he ke, she ke, the mother ke, the building ke, the dog ke. So depending who is the doer of your verb, siapa yang buat, siapa yang action kan tu, tambah dengan perkataan shall ataupun will, then tambah satu lagi perkataan be, alright, be, and then your verb, okay, your verb kena dalam bentuk ing. So nampak tak dekat sini kan makin lama makin kompleks. Nanti bila kita touch dalam perfect tense lagi langkau kompleks. Okay? Alright. So here dekat simple future you just tambah shall, will, tapi verb you root word. Continuous tense subject you tambah shall ataupun will perkataan dia, tambah be, and then your verb kena dalam bentuk ing. Okay? Another way to say this verb ing ni present participle, tapi kita tambah, kita cakap ing lah, senang sikit. Kalau dah macam apa lagi participle ni, semua terkeliru ni. Okay, just ingat sebagai ing je. Okay, bila nampak shall or will and be, your verb will be in ing. Okay, alright, let me give you contoh. Contoh tadi boleh dalam bahasa Melayu. Alright, so contoh pertama. I shall be sleeping at around 6 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, so tengok dekat ayat ni. Nampak ke? So I shall be sleeping at around 6 a.m. tomorrow. Saya sepatutnya tengah tidur pukul 6 pagi esok. So kantor tak bangun subuh. Alright, siapa yang solat, siapa yang dalam Islam lah, okay? Ya, maksudnya tak bangun subuh lagi ni. Okay. So this one, look at the subject. So this is the subject. Macam Miss cakap tadi, bila dalam future tense, it doesn't matter whether it's singular or plural. You can use shall dengan will without macam kena fikir whether macam ada kena buat apa-apa tak. Okay, alright. So I shall be sleeping. Nampak ni? Ada dua perkataan ni, shall ataupun be tambah, and then your verb it's in ing. But ing. Alright? Now, sebagai ni future continuous because this is at around 6 a.m. tomorrow. Bukan dia cakap pasal tomorrow, and then a certain particular time juga. Okay? At around 6 a.m. Memang dalam pukul 6 pagi aku tengah tidur lagi. Okay? So, sebagai ni particular, specific time, that's why you will use this. Shall, will, be, and then verb you tambah ing. Okay? So, go through satu lagi contoh. Give you one more. Okay. she will be okay. So here, dalam contoh ni, she will be watching TV when I come home. Okay, so nampak tak kat sini, nanti bila contohlah Miss balik, she will be watching TV. My mom dekat rumah, she will be watching TV bila Miss balik rumah. So particular, bila Miss balik nanti, Miss akan nampak mak Miss tengah tengok TV. Contohlah kalau my mom lah, alright? So she will be watching TV when I come home. Sebab dia spesifik, okay? Bila kita balik je, when we come home, baru we can say that lady, someone is watching TV. Okay, so here your subject, okay, this is your subject. Nampak tak dekat sini, will be, alright? Macam tadi kan, shall be. Yang ni untuk contoh, will be, and then your verb kena tambah ing. Alright? TV when I come home. So very particular time, specific. So when you ada specific timing, contohlah you nak buat karangan, you nak buat essay, that you are planning to have a party at 8 p.m. on the 7th of March. So nampak tak specific? Then you would use this. Okay, alright. So this is future continuous. Now, last one. We do another one, and then kalau ada masa, kita buat sikit soalan. Okay, right, the last one. Kalau korang ada dalam nota yang Miss bagi tu, which is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Now, ni apa tujuannya Miss untuk tahu pasal future perfect ni, okay? So, future perfect an action ataupun sesuatu yang korang dah janji, aktiviti korang janji dengan kawan nak buat, tapi at a certain time. Okay? So, maksudnya tahu tu akan terjadi by Monday, memang akan siap lah homework aku. Ataupun korang janji dengan kawan-kawan nak pergi hiking dekat bukit apa buka sekarang korang boleh sekarang boleh kan korang pergi mana kalau nak pergi hiking kan? Ke certain je, tak ingat. Okay, tapi say for example lah, you are planning to go hiking, okay, dengan kawan-kawan. So sepatutnya by next weekend we should have hike we will hike hike the hill. Okay, so maksudnya by certain timing. So certain, dah bagi tahu ada certain time, you plan to do something. Okay, so dia tak macam future continuous. Future continuous you specific, ada pukul berapa, memang tahu benda tu jadi. Tapi kalau future perfect ni, it's not really specific, but you know a certain time. Benda tu dah kena siap ke apa. Okay, alright. So, jadi any action ni another way to say verb lah. Okay, any pekerjaan, any work, any activity that you are doing or you have done it or you will be doing it. Apa tak habis buat kat situ? Past tense, future, present. Okay, alright. So any action is promised to be done by a certain time. Okay, now formula dia. Sangkut apa? Alright, so formula untuk future perfect tense. Okay, so here subject and then tambah shall or will. Okay, memang so untuk future tense ni kan, shall, will ni memang apa? The keyword for you to represent. Kalau you nak cerita pasal something that's gonna happen, you should use shall or will. Okay, so subject shall, will, and then tambah have Lepas tu tambah the verb tapi dalam bentuk past participle. Nampak ke? Oh, sorry. Cover dengan kepala Miss. Sekejap. Mana pemadam? Kalau tak nampak, korang boleh zoom Sekejap Saya nak tulis ni bagi korang nampak. Miss tulis kat bawah So, tambah kat sini verb tapi dalam bentuk past participle. Okay. Alright, so dia punya formula untuk future perfect ni, subjek korang tak kira he, she, the, tengoklah siapa yang you nak cerita as your doer. Okay, so your subject, and then you tambah shall or will and then tambah have. Okay, so when you kena bila sesuatu yang you nak like things that needs to be done, activity yang memang nak kena jadi by a certain time, you will use this word, verb to have ni. Have untuk future perfect, have has untuk what do you call those? Present tense, and then had, the HAD, so that's for past tense. Okay, past perfect tense, sorry. And then your verb kena dalam bentuk past participle. Now, if you join me last week, I ada bagi you table kan untuk tulis perkataan or the words to be formed, to be transformed into certain versions kan. Hopefully you did your homework. Kalau tak sempat tak apa, bukannya korang I nak misal korang hantar ke apa. But I believe that if you use that table that I shared last week, it can help you to know how to transform ataupun tukar perkataan-perkataan ni in a different form, and then you know how to spell it. Okay, alright. So especially the past participle, because sometimes it's not only that you tambah D ataupun ED, you kena tukar spelling dia. Alright, especially macam perkataan do. Alright, because in past participle it's done instead of did. Did dia punya past. Apa tu kita tukar, okay? Alright, so here shall, subject, shall, will, tambah have, tambah verb dalam bentuk past participle. Now, contohnya. Verb. Alright. I shall have completed my homework by Friday. Okay, so look at this contoh. Okay, so number one, I shall have completed my homework by Friday. Don't worry, it's not in there. I just need to fikir tukar sikit lah. Okay, it's not in the handout. Mrs. nak tambah. So if you want to write it up in your notes, silakan. It's not there in the handout. Okay, so I shall have completed my homework by Friday. Maksudnya, saya akan completekan, saya akan buat homework saya by hari Jumaat nanti. Okay, sebelum Jumaat tu nanti patutnya saya dah siap. Okay, that's my deadline. Okay, so here, look at this. Ada subjek you adalah I. Okay, this is your do. Sorry Miss trauma, minggu lepas terkeluar. Kau ingin tak tangan anak keluar hari ni. Alright, so I shall, okay, and then ada have. Okay, so this means that but now something to be completed, you use shall have, and then your verb, okay, dalam bentuk past participle. Okay, dalam bentuk past. So for complete, dia punya past participle form dia sama dengan dia punya past form, simple past form. Okay, so kalau korang ada table that Miss shared last week to use dalam kolom Ya Rabbana, aku tak ingat itu yang kedua kot, kolom yang kedua dengan kolom ketiga kot maksudnya. Alright, so sepatutnya sebelah-sebelah sama. Anything, so the complete word, okay, the root word is complete. Okay, so complete in past tense, simple past tense, and also past participle should have the same the same spelling. Okay, alright. So I shall have completed my homework by Friday. Okay, nampak tak dekat sini? By certain time. Kita cakap on Friday I shall be okay, contohlah. on Friday, okay, memang nak benda ni settle by on Friday, kena siap, okay, I akan buat homework I on Friday pukul 7 malam. So I shall be completing my homework on Friday. Kalau nak buat present continuous, okay, memang on Friday pukul 7 ke, memang kena specific on Jumaat I nak siapkan homework. Okay, tapi dekat sini dia kata I shall have completed my homework by Friday. So contohnya hari ni hari Selasa. So ada lagi Rabu, Khamis, Jumaat kan. So dalam Selasa, daripada Rabu Khamis ni mungkin dia dah siap dah homework dia sebelum Friday. Sebab janji dia, okay, is to siapkan homework dia by Friday. Okay, so let's do one more and then we'll do, cukup masa tak? Cukup ke? Okay, tak apa. Kalau ada masa kita buat contoh. Okay, so number 2. Okay, ini lain sikit. Tapi I feel like I should share with you. Why does this seem to be, before I go to see her, she will okay, so here. Now, yang ni lain sikit sebab macam yang contoh-contoh Miss bagi semua ni kan subjek kat depan. Yang ni subjek dia dekat belakang. Okay, now dia bagi cerita sikit dulu and then subjek. Okay, tak nanti the sentence punya structure kita akan belajar kemudian, not now. Right, so before I go to see her, she will have left the place. So before saya keluar nak pergi jumpa kawan, okay, kawan perempuan ni, she will have left the place. Dia dah belah dah. Sebelum saya nak keluar pun dia dah belah dah. Okay, so maksudnya dekat sini it's not specific. So before I go to see her, okay, pukul berapa? What time? By what time that you're gonna go out? By what time? So because it's not specific, but you know you are going out. It's just that you cannot specify, but there is a certain time that you will go out. But by the time you go out tu, your friend dah left the place. Okay, so this is what the context of this sentence means. Okay, alright. So before I go to see her, so your subject is So, alright. So your subject here is she. Okay, she. So will have. Kau tak nampak boleh zoom dekat bahagian sini. Okay, Miss terkeluar kejap. Sorry. So will have. Nampak tak dekat sini? Your verb left dalam bentuk past participle. Now left. Ya Rabbi, nanti kat mana ni? Now, root word dia adalah leave. So, leave kalau dalam past participle adalah left. I think dalam simple past pun sama juga. Ejaan dia left. Okay? Alright. So, cukup masa tak sekarang? Okay, cukup masa. Jom kita buat sikit latihan. So, kalau siapa-siapa nak salin, silakan salin because I'm gonna padam kejap. So what you can do is pause this video and then later boleh salin nota kalau nak salin lah. Alright? Ataupun actually you can refer to the notes that I give you in the description. Just a few sentence here I tambah sikit. So you might want to salin lah. Alright? So I'm gonna padam, nak tulis soalan kejap. Don't worry, you can rewind this video and then salin balik this nota. Okay? Don't worry, boleh saja. That's why I really like technology these days. Okay, jom kita buat contoh. Semua faham ke? Arisa faham ke? Faham ke? Okay. So if you have something that you need to explain that will happen in the future, you can use this future tense. But depending kalau dia specific timing, you pakailah future continuous tense. Kalau dia tak specific, Allah. Kalau dia tak spesifik, then you use macam tadi, kalau tak spesifik boleh pakai simple future tense ataupun you pakai perfect tense. Now, let me give me a few minutes nak tulis kejap by the time Okay, 5 minit. Let me give you one more. Miss guna banyak buku tau untuk ensure that korang cukup contoh nak pakai. Jangan main-main. Okay. Okay, so we got a few minutes to complete this. Now, this untuk 3 contoh. Alright, so the first one. By the time the fire brigade arrives, the house blank down. So dalam ni, kata root word untuk the verb yang dah buat kat sini adalah burn. So burn ni adalah root word dia. Now, dekat sini maksudnya by the time, okay? By the time fire brigade ni, another way to say it is fire truck ataupun fire department. So apa nama diorang ya dalam pemadam api? Bomber. Okay, bomber. So by the time bomber sampai rumah tu sepatutnya ni dah terbakar habislah kalau dalam bahasa Melayu lah. Alright. So nampak tak dekat sini dia guna perkataan by. Now, every single time we nampak perkataan by, bila nampak je perkataan by ni maksudnya certain timing. So bila certain timing, maksudnya dia akan pakai future perfect tense. Bila future perfect tense, formula dia shall ataupun will, and then tambah have, and then your verb kena dalam bentuk past participle. Okay, so here, by the time the fire brigade arrives, the house, kita guna will have burned down. Okay? Sorry kalau tak nampak tu boleh tuliskan dia. Sorry mak. Sekejap ni sepadam tulis dia terleluk sikit. Yo, mana pemadam saya? Oh ni dia. Bagi korang nampak sikit. Burn down. So that's the past participle untuk burn. Okay. And then second one, we blank visit our aunt tomorrow. Now, tengok dekat sini. We blank visit our aunt tomorrow. So yang dekat sini, you actually macam spesifik tapi tak sangat. But it's also not a certain time. Tapi it's promise lah. I will dia nak pergi tengok aunt dia tomorrow. So yang ni korang pakai simple future tense. Now simple future tense is akan tambah will ataupun shall tu kan. So will and then your verb dalam bentuk root word. Tak payah nak tukar. So we'll visit our aunt tomorrow. Now, yang ni Miss tak explain tadi. That's why macam Miss nak tulis ni dekat sini sebab nak bagi korang dapatlah contoh bila dalam bentuk soalan. Okay. So you contohlah you nak main kawan later. Senang apa Okay, later. Contohlah esok you nak main badminton dengan kawan. So you ajaklah jom main badminton esok. Okay, so dekat sini your shall ataupun will be dekat depan. So shall we all play football this evening? Okay, so dapat dekat sini your verb root word dia dekat selepas subject. So this is your subject. We all of us. Okay, so kat ni macam mana dia punya formula dia? You letak dulu perkataan shall ataupun will, and then subject. And then tambah verb. And then ini dalam bentuk root word. Okay? Ni kalau dalam bentuk soalan. Alright, so masa dah habis. So thank you so much for joining me untuk belajar pasal future tense. Now, so by today you know when to use the simple future, bila kena tambah will, and then bentuk dia, your verb dalam bentuk apa. Future continuous, at a certain time in the future you use future continuous, and then kalau by certain time you will use the subject, will, have, and then your verb kena dalam bentuk past participle. So that's what you should learn by now. Now, next week macam biasa Miss akan start dengan word of the week. So jangan lambat. Kalau lambat kau kena ulang balik video, and then tahu apa benda lah Miss dah share in the beginning, a new vocab for you to add in your list. And then we're going to continue to learn about adjectives. Now, how to add flavor to your sentences. Okay, that's what we're going to learn next week. Okay, see you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. See you when I see you.